Are you looking for the best 4K TVs? In this video we will look at some of the 6 best TVs on the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description. So make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Starting at number 1. Sony A95L OLED. If you want the absolute best TV for a basement home theater, get the Sony A95L OLED. It's significantly more expensive than the Samsung S90C OLED, but it's better for a home theater setup as it has wider format support than the Samsung TV and delivers a more accurate image overall, especially in HDR. Compared to Samsung's HDR10 Plus format, the Sony TV supports the more popular Dolby Vision HDR, so you'll enjoy the most advanced HDR experience possible from almost any source. Sony's processing does a better job following the content creator's intent, so the brightness and colors of HDR content look the way they're supposed to. It also supports more advanced audio formats than the Samsung, like Dolby DTS-X pass-through over eARC, so you don't have to worry about the audio formats that your favorite movies use. It displays an incredibly wide HDR color gamut and looks stunning in a dark room thanks to its nearly infinite contrast ratio, delivering perfect blacks with no distracting blooming around bright areas of the screen. So make sure you check those out. It also gets very bright, in your budget so HDR content stands out, and colors are bright and vibrant. It's only available in 3 sizes, 55, 65, and 77 inches. The A95L is very expensive, so if you want a Sony OLED specifically for its processing capabilities, the Sony A80L/A80CL OLED is much cheaper. Still, it's a big step down in brightness and color vibrancy. At number 2. Sony BRAVIA 9 QLED. If you need a very bright TV that still looks amazing in a dark room, consider the best 4K LED TV we've ever tested, the Sony BRAVIA 9 QLED. Its superb SDR brightness and reflection handling make it easily overcome glare in the brightest of rooms, so you aren't distracted by reflections on your screen. As good as this TV is in a bright room, it also looks spectacular in a dark room. It has exceptional contrast that delivers incredibly deep blacks that are approaching the inky blacks you get from TVs like the Samsung S90C OLED and the Sony A95L OLED, with almost no blooming, thanks to its highly effective local dimming control. It's also a great option for a home theater due to its support for Dolby Vision and DTS audio formats, so whether you're streaming your favorite content or watching movies on 4K Blu-ray, the TV has you covered. It's also a very accurate TV in both SDR and HDR, so the content creator's intent is respected. Its image processing is excellent for upscaling and smoothing out low-quality content, so make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget mediocre, meaning that it's not the best option if you regularly watch shows or movies with a big group of friends since the image degrades when viewed from the sides of the screen. However, it's a great option if you need something that pairs well with modern consoles. It has HDMI 2.1 bandwidth, up to 4K at 120 Hz, and it supports VRR, making it fully compatible with modern consoles. The TV also has a quick response time for minimal blur behind fast motion and incredibly low input lag for a responsive gaming experience. At number 3. LG B3 OLED. If you want something cheaper but still want high-end features and great performance, a mid-range TV like the LG B3 OLED is an excellent choice. The TV has all the features of the more expensive LG C3 OLED, but the B3 is dimmer and has only 2 HDMI 2.1 bandwidth ports. It still delivers outstanding picture quality, especially in a dark room, with its near-infinite contrast ratio delivering deep, inky blacks with no distracting blooming. Its built-in WebOS platform is just as fast on this lower-tier model, and it still has very good image processing, so it has no issues upscaling lower-resolution content if you watch DVDs, cable boxes, or Blu-rays. It also has Dolby Vision HDR and supports DTS advanced audio formats, which is great for physical media as it tends to use DTS for their audio tracks. Its viewing angle is fantastic, so viewers can watch the TV from all over the room without degrading their viewing experience. Like the C3, this TV has a wide color gamut and is extremely accurate so make sure you check those out to see which one is in your content creator intended. This TV is also great for gaming, as it's compatible with every VRR technology, has a fantastic response time, and has extremely low input lag. Its 2 HDMI 2.1 ports have up to 4K at 120 Hz support, although unfortunately, like on the Sony BRAVIA 9 QLED, one of its HDMI 2.1 ports also doubles as the TV's eARC port, leaving you with only one high-speed port if you have a soundbar connected through eARC. At number 4. Hisense U7N. If you want high-end performance but don't want to spend high-end prices, check out the Hisense U7N. It's cheaper than anything recommended up to this point but delivers picture quality that is almost as good as the more expensive choices. It has a great mini LED backlight, letting it simultaneously provide incredibly bright highlights and deep blacks, with only some noticeable blooming around bright objects in dark scenes. HDR content looks great, and it supports both Dolby Vision HDR and HDR10+ for the best HDR experience possible, as well as advanced audio formats, like DTS Decks over eARC, for the best sound when watching content on physical media. And just like the more expensive LG TVs, the U7N has very good image processing overall, making it a cheaper standout for a home entertainment setup. Unfortunately, its viewing angle is subpar, making it a bad choice for a wide seating arrangement. It runs the Google TV interface, which is fast and easy to use. We have included a great selection of streaming features, so you're sure to find your favorite shows out to see which one is in your budget range. It's great for gaming thanks to its Dolby Vision HDR 120Hz support and two HDMI 2.1 bandwidth ports, both capable of up to 4K at 144Hz gaming with VRR. This makes the TV a standout choice for PC gamers with powerful rigs and fully compatible with recent consoles. At number 5. Hisense U6. The best budget 4K TV we've tested is the Hisense U6/U6K. It's a good budget TV with surprisingly good picture quality and a wide selection of additional features. It's impressive for watching movies in a dark room thanks to its excellent contrast ratio, so dark scenes look amazing with little blooming around bright areas of the screen. It also has good peak brightness in SDR and decent reflection handling, so glare isn't an issue in a brighter room. It has an excellent color volume, making this TV very colorful overall. It's bright enough in HDR for a pleasant viewing experience, and just like the Hisense U7N, it supports both HDR10+ and Dolby Vision HDR, although it doesn't support advanced DTS audio formats. Unfortunately, its image processing is significantly worse than that of the U7N, so there's visible digital noise when watching low bitrate content from streaming platforms. By going with a budget model like this one over the more expensive Hisense, we have included links in the description a bit on picture quality, so make sure you check those out to see which one is limited to a 60Hz refresh rate. It's still great for gaming with its superbly low input lag and VRR support for a responsive, nearly tear-free gaming experience. However, it can't take full advantage of an Xbox Series X, PS5, or powerful gaming PC. At number 6. Roku Select Series. If you want something cheap that gets the job done, the Roku Select Series is the best cheap 4K TV we've tested. It's a decent TV with satisfactory reflection handling to help reduce the appearance of glare in a bright room. It has fewer features than the Hisense U6/U6K, as it doesn't have any form of motion interpolation, lacks a local dimming feature, and has inadequate image processing. It's also not the brightest TV in HDR, but it's decent for watching movies in a dark room with its adequate contrast, great black uniformity, and excellent color and HDR brightness accuracy. Plus, the TV has very good peak brightness in SDR, which results in a pleasant viewing experience in SDR content. Still, it has a great response time and very low input lag, so it's still a great gaming TV if you don't care about advanced features like VRR or a 120Hz refresh rate. It comes with the great Roku TV Smart Platform, which is extremely fast, simple, and easy to use. We have included links in the description of streaming channels, so make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. It has a good remote with an integrated microphone for voice commands, or you can also give commands through the Roku Companion app on your phone. You can also plug headphones into the remote, a great feature at this price point. If you're a Costco member, you'll instead want to get the much better Hisense U6/U65K, which is brighter and more colorful.